Hello friends, the movie begins and we see a girl who has drifted through the sea and reached the shore of an island. This girl's name is Jane, and along with her, her friend Brad has also washed up on this island. She goes near him to check and finds that he was badly injured, and within a short time he dies. Seeing this, she becomes very upset, and later leaving his body there, she begins to explore the island. But there's no one on this island. The entire island is deserted, meaning this girl is now trapped here. After this, when she moves further inside the island, she finds a bag in one spot. Inside that, she finds a woman's purse and some children's belongings. She also finds a medicine bottle with the year 1994 written on it, which makes Jane realize that maybe someone had come here many years ago. She also finds a matchbox, which she keeps with her and returns to the seashore. There, she sees a large hollow tree lying on the ground. Seeing this, Jane gets the idea that she can use this to sleep in for her safety at night. Anyway, Jane now spends her first night there, and the next morning, she sees many fish washed up on the shore, including a small shark whose half body has been eaten. She picks some fish from there for food. Suddenly, Jane notices a spot where there are 3 graves. Seeing this, Jane also digs a grave for her friend, as his body had started to decay. The next day, while Jane is roaming around the island, she notices that someone has dug out her friend's body and half-eaten it. Seeing this, she gets very scared. She doesn't understand who could have done this. She thinks it must be some kind of animal that lives on this island. So, she sharpens a stick and makes a weapon for herself. Then she sits outside on the island, waiting for the creature. Now night falls, and Jane begins to feel sleepy, but the creature still hasn't shown up. The next morning, Jane wakes up and sees a suitcase floating in the sea. She thinks about retrieving the suitcase, so she swims into the sea and gets it. As she does, she feels something beneath her. When she dives down to check, she sees a large hole, which surprises her. She returns to shore and opens the suitcase. Inside, she finds some shoes and clothes which she wears. When night falls, Jane starts checking the items again and finds some photos. She starts looking at them and realizes that a family had once come here for a vacation, a couple and their 2 children. At that moment, a plane passes overhead. Seeing this, Jane fires her flare gun, but it's of no use as the plane has already passed by. As the flare bullet falls back down, Jane sees a creature in her shadow. Seeing this, she becomes terrified and runs back toward the island. She hides in a spot while the creature comes searching for her. This makes Jane even more scared, and the night passes like this. The next morning, Jane looks again at those same photos. She notices 2 glowing eyes in one of them. From this, she understands that this is the same creature she saw last night, and maybe this creature killed the family. Seeing this, Jane becomes even more frightened. Now she wants to escape the island at any cost. She opens the suitcase and puts her life jacket inside, thinking she can use it to float and swim away from the island. She sits inside the suitcase and tries to leave. But the suitcase flips over and her plan fails. So she comes back to the island again. Now she needs a safe place to hide from the creature. She sees the same fallen tree again. It has a big hole inside. So she decides to sleep inside it that night. As night falls, the creature comes again and realizes that Jane is hiding in the tree hole. So the creature tries to break the tree, but fails and eventually leaves. The next morning, Jane comes out and sees that the tree was heavily damaged by the creature's attacks last night. It caused quite a bit of damage. After that, she makes a new plan to escape from it. She goes to the ocean and brings some large. She catches some fish and hangs them on a tree. Her plan was that when the creature comes at night, it will eat these fish and go back, and that way her life will be saved. The next morning, Jane wakes up and sees that her plan worked. The creature came during the night, ate those fish and went away, and Jane survived. Then Jane notices something on the seashore, a dead body that had washed up. She walks over and sees the body is badly decomposed. Seeing this, an idea comes to her mind. She decides to hang this body on the same tree. so that the creature will eat the body and leave her alone. But now it had become really hard to survive here. So for tonight she digs a pit and hides inside it, waiting for the creature to arrive. At night the creature returns. And for the first time Jane sees it with her own eyes. She is terrified, because the creature looks extremely scary. She gets even more scared, but somehow controls herself and remains silent. The next morning when Jane wakes up, she wants a safer place to hide. Since she now knows how tall the creature is, she builds a swing-like shelter up in a tree, so the creature can't reach her. That night the creature comes back. It senses that Jane is nearby, so it starts shaking the tree violently, until her swing breaks, and Jane falls to the ground. Now the creature begins chasing Jane. She runs for her life, and soon realizes the creature moves much faster in water than on land. She is running, and in a split second that creature comes and stands right in front of her. But Zane stabs that creature in the stomach with her wooden tool. The creature lifts Zane and throws her into the water, and Zane somehow manages to steady herself. The next morning when Zane wakes up, her leg is badly injured. So to clean herself up she goes into the sea. While she's bathing there, her eyes fall on a raft at a distance, where her two friends are, who have somehow survived and made it here. Their names are Lucas and Mia. Seeing them, Zane becomes very happy. Now they come and sit near Zane, and she gives them some fish to eat. She tells them about the creature. She says, "We need to get out of here as soon as possible because I've been stuck here for the past 7 days. But Lucas and Mia don't believe her. They think she's lying. They say, "We've been lost in the sea for the last 5 days, and finally we found this island." Both of them do not want to leave this place. Now Zane shows them those pictures where the creature is clearly visible. But still they don't want to leave. Zane realizes they are not going to believe her. That's why she decides to secretly take their raft and escape from here. She tries to escape by taking their raft, but they catch her. Mia attacks Zane, which makes her unconscious. When she opens her eyes, she finds herself tied up. And now it had turned dark. That's why she tries to convince Lucas to untie her. But Lucas and Mia don't listen to anything she says. After this, she goes for a walk on the island, and Lucas stays back with Zane. Meanwhile, as Mia is walking, the creature comes out of the water and attacks her. Hearing her screams, Lucas rushes there, but the creature drags Mia into the water and kills her. Seeing this, Lucas gets very scared. He climbs up a tree out of fear. Now it's morning, but Lucas still doesn't come down from the tree. Now he finally understands what Zane was saying. Zane tells him, "Look, the creature only comes out at night. It doesn't appear during the day." Hearing this, Lucas comes down from the tree. Now Zane tells Lucas that they have to leave this island as soon as possible. Lucas is now ready to listen to her. They gather some fish and a few coconuts, packing all the supplies they need to survive. Lucas is still very scared. Zane reassures him, saying, "The creature only attacks at night, and by the time it gets dark, we'll be far from this island." After that, Zane gets into the raft and sees some bloodstains there. She realizes that during those past 5 days, Lucas and Mia must have killed and eaten one of their human companions to survive. Anyway, as they start leaving on the raft, Lucas sees the creature in the water. Seeing this, both of them get terrified and cover their raft from all sides. But suddenly, the creature jumps into the raft and attacks them. Lucas uses the flare gun to attack the creature, but the creature grabs Zane and takes her away. Zane has a knife, which she uses to stab the creature multiple times. Then Lucas also jumps into the water to save Zane. Seeing him, the creature releases Zane and grabs Lucas instead. It takes him to its large hole or cave. Seeing this, Zane swims back to the island. She is deeply saddened by Lucas's death. That's why she decides to confront the creature once and for all. She makes several sharp weapons using sticks lying around, but they don't seem sharp enough. So she digs up a grave nearby and uses the bones from a skeleton to make sharper weapons. She plans to burn the creature in fire. So, she collects dry bushes and twigs lying around and arranges them in a circle. Now her trap is ready. After a while, night falls, and the creature comes to the same place where Zane has set the trap. Just then, Zane sets fire to the bushes, and the creature gets trapped in the flames. Now, Zane begins attacking it with her sharp bone weapons, seriously injuring it. But the creature still grabs Zane. She attacks it again and manages to escape. Just then, the creature appears in front of her again. But now, it's so badly injured that it falls down. Seeing this, Zane stabs it many times and finally slits its throat. Then we see that the fire Zane had set starts to spread across the entire island, meaning someone will definitely come to rescue her after seeing such a huge fire. That's why Zane did it. And with that, the movie ends here. Friends, if you liked the video, please like and comment to let us know. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. We'll meet again in our next video.